Welcome to the Super Sellout podcast.
Episode 5!
Yay!
Yeah!
If there was any ever question that, we were real people or not, now we're in the same room together.
Not in that way. Hashtag no homo.
True dat.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, but we're not.
Yeah, man.
He's got a girlfriend. And I like the ladies.
Just so we can get that out of the way.
But just because you don't like the ladies, we're not judging you or anything.
Like, this is as close as we've ever been, and it's mostly just because of,
On a physical sense.
Yeah. Aspect ratios.
Yeah.
We got no choice.
But anyways, today's video we're recording here because we couldn't figure out an opportunity to record in our two separate places. And we both live in Melbourne, so it's kind of convenient enough.
Mm.
Yeah. So, I've been considering our recent videos, and whilst the trending topics have helped our search results a little bit, I feel that it just doesn't create the quality Jason and Jack banter that you might expect coming from us. So we're changing up the format a little bit. Now we're going to be talking and commentating on random YouTube videos that have come up recently and stuff. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. And now we're going to, using the power of video editing, or OBS switching, switch to our video playlist.
How does it do that?
I know, right? Magic, right?
Wow.
So we just watch through these, and at any point we can just stop, right? So I guess because I'm holding the stop button, just say stop if we want to stop and talk about anything, right?
Sure.
So for our first video, I'm not going to explain it too much, but this was a trend last week, man.
Okay.
Oh, you found. Put it back. Put it back.
Look at the fucking size of that thing.
It's in America.
You're at home? Girl.
There are legit people just in America. This is a fucking trend, right? It's people just fucking messing around with ice cream and putting it back at a supermarket, man. Look at this chick with the thick ass thighs as well, man. Look at that. Not gonna lie, it is kind of sexy though. Goes back.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know, right? He fucking fingers it as well.
These people are so fucking proud, man.
And okay, I'm gonna pause it there, right? So, look, doing dumb shit, to some extent, I'm okay with kids or young people doing dumb shit, right?
Oh my god.
But too many people now do dumb shit and put it up on the internet.
Just because they're chasing views, man.
And you now got public video evidence of doing what you're doing.
Come the fuck on. It's so gross, but...
And, okay. I don't want to play the race card here, but some of you may not have noticed was that, I think all of these videos so far have all been with, people of color.
I'm gonna have to cut that out.
What the f-
No!
Holy shit!
No!
Dennis Shred says, damn, I'm good. Get fucked. Yeah. You're such a badass.
How many times are gonna have to teach this lesson, Big T? This is a big T.
Why?
But one more ride at the rodeo with you doesn't bother me, cowboy. What bothers me is I spent a whole year and a half away from all my fans.
This guy's a fucking man on a mission.
And nobody cared to take 1 second to check on me. Nobody will spit on the Greaves name any longer. But Big T, whew, I'm about to spit on Big T's legacy. It's
I don't know who the fuck Big T is.
I don't know. No!
Oh, no!
Check the seals, guys.
Yeah, man.
Whenever you buy something, check the
How to buy ice cream without getting herpes. Oh, man, but it continued.
I recently heard too.
Alright, so we're back on the
Alright, because I recently heard two that more than 50% of people in America do actually have herpes?
We'll get to that video a little bit later,
Oh.
right? But alright.
Jeez.
Like, it's so bad. Like, but also, like in America, don't your ice cream tubs have like that little clear plastic on it? Because like,
Oh, that guy took it off.
yeah, well, yeah, because like I know like if we get like Ben and Jerry's ice cream here, there's like that clear plastic around the lid part.
Yeah.
So you have to tear that off before you can.
Even our big like fucking Coles brand tubs or whatever,
You
they
have
have
the
that tab on the
tab
side
thing.
that you have to break off.
You can still get it out if you like. If you get like a knife or something, you can like jimmy it out.
Oh,
But yeah, it's pretty safe.
Oh.
I guess always check the seals, man. Always check the seals. Like
Oh.
after seeing shit like this, now I know why like food companies like put seals on everything, right? Like
Yeah.
because I was cooking like literally today, right? And I had a whole bunch of like jars of spices and shit. And every single jar, even though it's got like a shaker lid, you still have to undo the lid first and then peel off the seal. And like same with sauces, same with jars, and same with everything, man. Yeah, shit like that happens, right?
What the fuck, dude? Like, I mean, when the chick did it, it was kind of hot. Like, there was a certain degree of, I like the way she licks that ice cream.
Yeah, a little bit, man, a little bit.
But then,
But like,
because there's a certain degree of, yeah, I'd still eat that ice cream, but it's just because she's hot, right?
yeah, her thighs are a little bit too thick. It
I don't know,
just
man. I
reduced
dig it.
thickness by 15%.
I dig it. I dig the big booty fat thighs, man. But
There's a nice normal distribution of thigh fatness, and I wish she's a little bit too far to the right of the
but
distribution. I would like a little bit more in center.
the best guy was the last guy. You know, they're all fucking assholes.
Yeah,
Except
for
for that guy at the end who digs into the back.
Well,
But having said that, I can imagine there's like those like some homeless people who deliberately come into the store like a couple times a day, and they'll dig to the back of the shelf just to open up like their own secret like hidden tub of ice cream or something. So whenever they get a bit like snacky, they'll just wander into the supermarket, dig to the back while no employees are looking, open the container, take a couple of bites, close it, put it at the back, move everything closed again, and then they'll come back a few hours later, do the same shit. Could you imagine like someone doing that? But
I don't think so, man. Like, look, if you're a homeless person, just get the free samples, man. Just go to
free samples.
find which supermarket has free samples.
Yeah.
And like,
Dude, I haven't seen free samples in a long time.
some of the larger supermarkets still have them.
Yeah.
You just gotta find which supermarkets that do, and then you like, and especially in America, because there are so many of like those sort of stores. You just like find all the supermarkets in like a 2-kilometer radius that have free samples, and just hit them all up to get your.
I mean,
lunch.
I've known people who will because like those are the type of things that they literally only exist, right, because of the internet.
Yeah.
Because like I remember I have like friends of friends or like my brother's friends, and I know people who would do shit like they would take like a Big M or something out the back, drink it while we were shopping, and then just dump it when they were finished and walk out and not pay. Like, I know people who would do that shit, but there's actually like some kind of gain in it for you in that you just get a free drink, right? I've even known people who are walking around this. I've known a guy, he walked around the store, stole like a can of drink, drank it, and an employee asked him, "Hey, did you get that from the store or did you come outside with it?" He goes, "Oh, I got it from the food court." And he got away with it. Like, they didn't say anything.
Of course, like, employees can't be fucked, man.
But,
employees getting paid, like, minimum
fucking,
wage.
like, taking a handful of ice cream or, like, licking an ice cream or spitting in sweet tea, there is no gain in that other than, like...
just the views you
just
get on
the
this
views, right?
And, like, so here's the aftermath of one of these things.
Saturday morning with the latest on the cold case mystery that's making ice cream, you scream, we all... Yeah.
Ugh, it all went down in the freezer aisle of a Texas Walmart. Now, police are saying they've ID'd a suspect, and the possible
She
charges
got
are
caught.
Dylan's in the orange room with the scoop.
Like we did there.
Yeah, this is pretty gross. So for those of you who have no clue what we're talking about, take a look.
You fell, put it back.
Okay, so this now viral video shows a young woman opening a new carton of ice cream, taking a lick, and putting it back on the supermarket shelf. After being posted to Twitter earlier this week, that video now has more than 12 million views. And of course, it's earned the disgust of social media, with one Twitter user writing, I don't know if she's more gross for doing it or stupid for letting someone take a video and post it. Another says, I can never be at peace buying ice cream now. Police in Lufkin, Texas, launched an investigation shortly after the video blew up online using surveillance footage to search for the woman and her boyfriend who filmed the video. They now say they've identified them both as
Get wrecked!
Police originally said
2 to 20 years.
Shit, man.
20-year prison sentence. But since learning that the woman is a minor, police now say that the fate is in the hands of the juvenile court. So her boyfriend's future is also uncertain, but I don't know, I hear his voice a lot in the video. It sounds like he was really egging her on. Here is some news you can use. Apparently,
You know, even if she got the minimum 2 years, like, it's kind of overkill, but then there's still a little part of me that's like, she kind of deserves it.
I know what you mean, because like, when I first see punishment, like, oh, they're gonna get caught, they could be put behind bars, I'm like, yeah, fuck that bitch, right? But then it says 2 to 20 years, I'm like, oh, fuck. Even, like, the lower end of that's a bit harsh for licking a tub of ice cream. But then you find out she's a minor, too. So it's like, do we really want to punish, like, some kid for doing something dumb like that harshly?
Yeah. See, like, okay. The thing is that, like I said, like, I'm okay with, like, kids doing dumb shit like that. And I'll tell my kids when or if they do occur that if you're going to do dumb shit, I'm okay with that. I understand little boys doing dumb shit. But don't put that shit up on the internet, man. Like, save it in your phone, but don't put that up anywhere. Don't share it, man.
Then you can just, like, show your, like, friends in private, look at this gross thing I did, if you really want that kind of attention. But, like I said, it's literally something that only exists so people can get internet views anyway.
Yeah. And so, like, something that, like I learned at work when I was working in a corporate office, even though there are, like, group chats, that you could share memes to, like, it's way better to have the meme on your phone and just, like, show whoever's, like, you're like, joking with. Because, like, that way you can control who sees it and you control, like, that you've got it, right? If you put a meme into a, like, a general, into, like, a general chat or even a more specific chat, like, all you need is just one person to be offended or to not like it and to dob you in, then you're fucked. Because it's saved on the internet, right? Yeah, so do note with you guys who work in corporate offices, if you're going to share memes, just share it on your phone, man. Just show up to people, they'll laugh, and then if your boss comes by, it's like, oh, what's so funny? Just, no. Don't even show them. Like, unless you have to, or, like, unless it's acceptable or whatever, or you're cool with your boss.
If the boss is, like, has that kind of sense of humor, right?
Yeah, if the boss is chill, then you're cool, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you never know in an office, man. Never know. But, like, yeah. Juveniles.
The ice cream company said they freeze their cartons upside down, so if you peel off the lid, you know it's like
I did not know they freeze them upside down.
That's how you know that nobody's licked your ice cream. But a lot of ice creams don't have the peel-off lid. You just take the lid off.
Well, get the ones with the peel-off lid.
You really know.
This whole thing is ugly. That's what I know for sure.
Man, what if this is all just like some scheme just for certain ice cream producers that have the plastic seal?
Yeah,
to like dog on the the ones that don't have it, right?
They just, like, paid these kids to just, like, go and fuck around and then just turned it into a big thing.
Yeah, right. So, like, they told the supermarket they made it a thing.
Yeah, it almost kind of reminds me of, what was it called? Like, do you remember, this was big in Australia, because an Australian guy started it, but he started, like, pranking fast food workers. He invented coning, where, like, the fast food workers would, like, give you, like, a 50-cent cone, and he would grab the top of it and turn it upside down. And then a whole fucking slew of people started doing it and just fucking with, like, employees. And I remember reading the comments for shit like that, and people go, "Oh, you know, the funniest part is that he actually had to pay for that." And I'm like,
no one gives a shit,
it's a
right?
50-cent cone, man. Like, some people just, like, put these people up as some kind of, like, fucking hero.
Like,
Then it got worse and worse. Like, The only one that actually, like, really annoyed me, because it's like, oh, yeah, haha, you, like, grabbed an ice cream. Like, I wouldn't care if I was working. But then there are guys who, like, one of them, he came up with the refill, where they would hand him his Coke, and he would grab it too hard, so he'd pop the
just,
lid
like,
off.
explode all the, like, yeah.
And then he'd look at her and go, can I get a refill? And then she'd do it, bring it back, and then he'd fucking do it again and go, can I get a refill?
I swear to God, like...
Have you seen God of Cringe?
No.
Okay, that might be one we need to throw in there.
We'll save that for next time.
Yeah.
But, like... Oh, man. Like, I swear to God, fast food workers... It must be, like, fast food workers and, like, supermarket workers slash, like, Walmart's, those sort of stores. They probably just deal with, like, so many degenerates on, like, a daily basis, man. Like... And they just get paid minimum wage. No wonder so many quit, man. It's like, if you're working at McDonald's for minimum wage, you're like, oh, man, I have to deal with all... Like, maybe lunchtime is okay because you get a whole bunch of, like, employed working people. And those people are fine. They just want to get there, have their Big Mac, get the fuck out, go back to work, right? But, like, when it gets late, especially, like, if you're working one of those ones where there's, like, a nightclub nearby or it's in the city and shit, you get these, like, people coming at 2 a.m. all drunk and, like, starting shit and then, like, joking around. They think it's, like, everything's, like, hilarious, man. Like, those people who work those hours, like, they definitely just, like, probably can't put up with that shit, man.
I don't know. It takes a very special kind of person to be able to deal with that kind of shit. Even I get it a little bit, but I think, like, someone who's doing 7-Eleven or whatever, just, like, in the middle of the city on, like, a Friday night.
Yeah, man.
You're getting all these people, like... Because there's no RSA type thing for like a 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Because they don't serve alcohol. So if a drunk person comes in and wants to buy something, you can't just refuse them service like you would at a bar and then get a security guard to ask them to leave. You're on your own.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're on your own. It's like...
So you just serve the fuckers.
It's not even like a petrol station where sometimes if you look shifty, they'll just be like, oh, I have to serve you through this little window.
Yeah.
You have to, like, ask them for what they want. They, like, pick it out for you, and you have to, like, put money in this little door thing. You, like, shove it through.
My car overheated one day, just as I was pulling into a 7-Eleven. So I stopped and, like, opened the bonnet and was, like, just sitting with my car for a bit. And I remember, like, a few people were coming up, and they had to go through that window. This is the first guy came up, but he wanted, like, ice cream and chips and shit like that. So he got his petrol, but then he was like, oh, I want an ice cream. And then so the guy ran around, grabbed his ice cream, came all the way back, gave it to him. He's like, now I want this. So he went all the way around, grabbed it, came back. And then he said, now I want this. And he did it like 4 or 5 times. And then he paid the guy. And he jumped in his car and pissed off. And then a chick come up, really hot chick come up, walked up to the window. And she said... And she paid for a petrol, and she goes, oh, I want this. And he goes, oh, I'll just open the door for you. And he let the hot chick in, and she could just go grab whatever she wanted.
Look, I don't want to be the guy who says this, but, like, realistically, a chick, especially a hot chick, is probably not going to be that much of a threat. If she was some grotty chick that looked like she was poor, like, she might try to steal some, like, packets of chips and, like, run out. But, like, a hot chick that's all dressed up, what's the chance that she's going to try to steal some shit, man? And, like, if she does try to start shit, you could realistically fight her, man. Like, most, like, hot chicks can't fight for shit. And if she's drunk, then it's like, it's even worse. Like, it's, like, even less of a fight.
I think it was just more like he went through that shit with the guy. He just didn't want to do it again. I think there was a bit of degree of that.
Well, like, the thing is that, like, if a guy like that's in your store, though, you have to put up with that guy. At least with this... He's like he doesn't have to deal with the guy walking around and fucking around the store. So, like, I guess, like, it's the kind of, I don't want to deal with this person in here type, like, bullshit, right? So, like, I would agree. Like, if you work in that sort of job, you can, like, sort of tell what sort of people are going to be trouble and who isn't. And so, like, for that one, it's like, yeah, like, he just didn't want to deal with that shit. Just walk backwards and forwards, give him a shit, take his money and go, right? For the hot chick, it's just like, oh, cool, whatever, you can figure it out yourself, right?
She was in there for a while.
Still, it's like, yeah, it's not a big deal. But talking about, like, fast food places dealing with bullshit, enjoy.
Oh, it's just gonna upset me.
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that shit up? Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip. Shut your mouth. You're not God or my father. Or my father.
Oh my father.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside? Huh? I'm not scared.
He's so small. He's so short.
I kind of feel bad for him.
Like, okay. It's gonna be, like, he's gonna leave in a second. So, like...
Look, if you didn't think he was attractive before that because he was short, surely now you do.
Like... why would you even bring up the fact that he's on dating sites and he's just like lashing out at the world that like a whole bunch of chicks said he tried to get on dating sites said he was too short and he just started lashing out at people. Apparently, like how this video started is like there was some sort of very minor altercation, or like the people who serving him giggled at him or something, and he just apparently just lost his shit. But yeah, man, like look. Like, if you're that short and, like, women aren't into you, like, yeah, it's something you gotta deal with, man. You don't fucking blow up. Like, what does that achieve? It's like, oh, shit, I wasn't into short guys, but now after he blew up, I've, noticed the error of my ways, and I'm just fucking, like, gushing for this tiny D.
Oh my fuck god, man. Hey, I don't know. I know what it's like to be the short guy. I'm a short guy.
But you're not ugly, though.
I don't know, he probably would have been a bit better looking 20 years ago. I'm placing him around the 40, 50 age.
Oh, man.
I love that he fucking got right up in the... He's like this much taller than him.
The thing is, the other guy's probably not, like, that tall either. The other guy's probably just, like, slightly taller than average.
He's just like my height, right?
He's like, oh, you want to take this outside? It's like all fucking 5.5 feet of me.
And he just, like, pushes him over.
Like,
man,
look,
dating sites though, man, that's so embarrassing. But like, just for people to like know that you're on a dating site, some people don't give a shit. And I was talking to a chick at work, and she was talking about how young guys keep hitting on her on the dating sites, so she thinks it's a waste of time. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? You're on a dating site? It's so weird.
it's like, okay, so first of all, like dating sites are like completely one-sided, right? If you're even a decent-looking chick on dating sites, you get fucking like spammed with like acceptance.
For sure.
Yeah,
but like, I do know that's a thing though. Like, if you've ever been on Tinder, half the chicks on there are just like, you see the same fucking quote every time. What do you call short guys? Or what do you call guys below 6 foot? Friends.
Oh man.
So some of them are a bit harsh, where they're like, "No, we don't date short guys." But then it's not good. It's not cool for a guy to say, "No, I would never date a fat chick."
Yeah, right.
And the argument that dudes who say that put up is like, well, all these chicks are saying we don't date short guys. We don't have control of how tall we are. Like, we can't just like change something about our diet or exercise and like gain a foot. You know, you at least have control over your weight.
Yeah, true, right?
Yeah.
Like, also, I read a statistic or some research somewhere that like some article that said apparently women on dating sites are like super judgmental on a man's looks.
Oh,
like
yeah.
way more than the men are for women. Simply because they get so much choice, they get so many messages and so many connections to the point where like they just choose the hottest guys. So like even if you're average looking, like you're actually really far below like the expectations of women online. So like unless you're like hot or like super rich, like online dating sites are really
it's
way against you.
It's totally Darwinian, right?
Yeah.
It's like the fucking like those guys like the dude animals will just like line up in front of one chick and they'll do their little fucking dance and she'll just like look away, so the next guy comes up and starts dancing. Like, it's totally like that, man.
Yeah.
who can build the best nest or shit
Or
like
who
that.
peacocks the best.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but continues on.
Well, there's more.
Blow up at the bagel store.
Everywhere I go, I get the same smirk with the biting lip.
A customer just loses it because he says women reject him over his size.
Why is it okay for women to say, "Oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? We should be dead"? That's okay.
Like, what sort of fucking philosophical question to ask when just people just trying to get a bagel in the morning?
Think I'm making
Hey man, I don't want any trouble. Just want to get some food and leave, man.
Dude, you want to step outside? You want to step outside?
He probably gets it every day, but like people just like, oh my god, he's so short.
Tells him to cool it.
Go ahead and attack me.
Go ahead and attack me.
Dude, that's like the Joker, man. The Joker was trying to get Batman to kill him so hard. And like the big guy took the bait. Like he did it. The little guy won, right? He said, "You're a big guy, go ahead and attack me," and he attacked him.
Yeah, no,
the little guy won.
The thing is, if
He won the moral debate.
if he didn't get so mad, he could have possibly like won on just like being the victim, because he makes everyone hate him at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like no one's going to see him as a victim.
He aims his anger at the female staff working the counter.
All you women should shut up. Oh yeah.
But there's a interview afterwards that's coming.
With this guy.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, man.
His customers, but
Look at this fucking smug bitch. She's like, yep, this is what guys are like.
as women. That's not right. The video exploded on social media with 21 million views on Twitter.
Yeah, man.
alone.
Shut your mouth.
So who's the guy who sure seems to have issues about his height? We've learned his name is Chris Morgan, and here he is. He spoke to Insider.
He's actually really short,
Do
man.
you think that a bagel shop is really the place to take out all of this anger with all of these strangers, public, innocent people around?
Why not?
He's like,
What
why
do you mean
not?
take it out? You're acting like I committed mass shooting or something. That guy, twice my size, that women love, the bullies, attacked me.
He was quickly.
Right. So you remember how we watched that FriendlyJordies video about unbeatable arguments? Like, not only is he a 5th grader in size, but he fucking debates,
Argues like
one. He's like, you think it's like a bagel shop is a good place to have a philosophical debate? It's like, why not?
Yeah, right?
Who said it isn't?
Hey man, I'm on his side here. Where is the best place to have a philosophical debate? You tell me.
Done talking.
You know what? I don't really, no offense, I don't really like you that much, so this interview's over.
It turns out he's posted videos of other nasty confrontations about his height on his YouTube channel. Here he is at a convenience store.
I come in here to get a coffee, and this jackass right here asks me what is my height.
In a bar.
Oh my god.
Is it right?
In his neighborhood.
And you threaten to punch a guy that's half your size?
Now comes the most epic battle of all.
The epic?
In the bagel store.
Oh,
You want
okay.
to step outside? You want to step outside?
Oh, man.
Hey man, he's just a little guy beaten down by the harsh world and he's had enough.
Like, to be honest, he's kind of like the social justice warrior for short people. You think about it, right? It's like everything he says was just like almost like exactly how a social justice warrior would say and act, but just replace short with being black or female
Yeah.
or gay, right?
But you see the fucking, like, outrage about this guy. Like, that chick working the bagel store is like, you can't talk that way about women. You can't say that to women. And shit like that.
Yeah, man.
And, but, like, I don't know. Like, hey, man, my heart goes out to the little guys of the world, you know? Everyone says you can't hit a woman, but no one says you can't hit a short guy who's not, you know, very physically capable. It's like free game. You know, if he was a little chick ranting about something else and then got in that tall guy's face, he wouldn't have dropped her.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Yeah, that's so true.
I used to say that in high school.
I don't even want to like discuss that whole like double standard of if it was like a chick or a short chick, like that guy wouldn't touch him. But like even if she said the exact same thing, did the same thing. But yeah, more from him.
Well, let me
keeps
ask you,
going.
based on some of the other videos, I just want to ask you point blank to your face, are you misogynistic?
Oh, what does that mean? Like
Like-
egotistical?
No, like, just, if you feel a certain way, you feel negatively about women,
I won't lie. Most of them, yeah, because I don't trust any of them.
is that because of experiences you've
Of
had in your
course,
life?
Yes,
Okay.
that's a given, my man.
Let me just ask, are you homophobic?
Gays don't bother me. I can hang out with them. Just don't touch me, especially in private.
Don't
Okay.
I don't
touch
have a
me.
problem.
Lastly, would you consider yourself racist?
No, I have black friends.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if somebody upsets me and he happens to be black or steals something, then yeah, I mean that word comes out of my mouth. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you...
But one of the guy that was supposed to come back.
You say that word comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, the N word.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but, okay, so you notice how immediately, so when the guy asks him if he's racist, like, he talks as if there's only, like, two races. It's like, if there's whites and blacks, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, immediately, like, his mind association goes to, oh yeah, like, oh, I don't care if he's, like, black, but it's like, oh yeah, if he, like, is going to attack me or rob me, as if, like, implying that that's something that black people do. It's like, he's got, like, a racist, like, attitude or framework, but he's, like, just saying he's not a racist. He probably is a racist, to be honest.
I think that I don't know. Like, it's just like that. I don't know what this fucking I don't know much about TMZ or anything, but like the guy interviewing him just seems like he's trying to fucking like
Egg him on.
just bait some real fucking. I just think it's really quite bad, lazy journalism. Like, the best questions you can ask. Excuse me, sir, do you hate women? Excuse me, sir, do you hate black people? Excuse me, sir, you know.
Like, I don't like necessarily agree with the quality of the journalism, but I'm here to watch these baits and put them up on the internet.
Yeah, that might be his girl. I don't know. But he's black. He hangs out with me. I know a lot.
He's black, he hangs out.
So let me ask you, what is your ideal woman? What is the type of woman you're actually looking for?
You mean looks and everything?
However
The
you
whole
want,
thing.
the whole package. What is your ideal woman?
Educated, not a greedy bimbo. Somebody that works, appreciates a man's money, wants to be there and love each other for each other, and you're not, well, what are you doing for me? It shouldn't be based on a barter system. It should be based on pure love. If you're attracted to someone, you like their company, you have
Said like a true beta male, man.
Yeah, you should want to have intercourse with a person because you like the person. None of this shit. And I said it in the video. Stop putting a price tag on everything. That's what everything's becoming, and it's disgusting.
Is there anything you want to clear up right now, or
Or if there's a price tag on everything, just get heightening surgery.
Stop being so stuck up, materialistic. Stop getting offended if we go, oh, you're beautiful. Women, men, just, like I said, this reporter. And I'm going to tell everybody again, if you want to have a successful relationship with women, and I don't mean this in any degrading way, men just want to eat, they want to have good sex, make good, decent money, provide, and do the hobbies they like. We're not complicated. But it seems like the women, and many men have said this, women making it complicated.
What's going on, man? What happened?
Like, I don't disagree in theory with what he said about, oh yeah, men just...
Yeah, it's right, but I also don't really want to agree with him at the same time.
Right? Like,
and because like it is a very like simplified version of the truth. Because of course, like, everyone's different, right? And everyone's looking for something different. But there is a degree of being right there. I don't know, like, because he says, like, it's what's happened today. It's all different today. I don't know what it was like so long ago that was so different. I mean, like, what, compared to like rich dads like selling their daughter into another family?
Oh man,
like, is that what he's comparing it to? Like, I don't know.
Like, I think he's like talking about the good old day. Like, I don't know, when dating was more quote unquote traditional, and it's like when there was no like online, so you actually had to go and talk to the girl and shit. And I suppose, like, I don't know. I'm just talking by like hypotheticals right now, right? So if a girl had to wait for a guy to talk to her, right? The amount of attention that like just like your average woman would get, it's probably not that much, and probably wouldn't have guys like talking to her too often, right? And so probably like when a guy does talk to her, then like probably she would just like much more likely say yes. Whereas in online, it's just kind of really just magnified all the like meeting opportunities that women can get.
Yeah, and there's no shame in telling someone that you can't see in front of you to like fuck off, or even just ignore them. Like, there's It's so, like, if someone comes up to you in a bar and starts talking to you, like, there's a degree of, like, oh, I have to talk to this person.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's where, like, the lame, like, chick excuses come out, like, oh, I have a boyfriend, or, oh, I'm just here with friends, or, oh, I'm not into guys.
Or I gotta go, or, yeah. Like, the thing is that I feel his problem is his attitude. Like, the things he said theoretically are fine, but if he just didn't sound like an angry guy when he's saying it, that just sounded so spiteful when he said it. Like, that's his problem, right? So, like, if a confident, just, like, average-looking white guy, or just average-looking guy, just, like, said that stuff, like, calmly, it's like, people are like, yeah, makes a fair point. But
you know what? He should own his height.
Yeah, that's what
realistically.
That's what you need to do, man.
Like, if you go around saying to chicks, oh, y'all don't fucking like me because I'm so short or whatever, why don't you, like, what about the fucking...
Just gotta
like, Peter Dinklage has a tall wife, right? Like,
yeah, man.
Like, short people can get a woman. It's not that hard. But, like, where's the guy that comes out and says, hey, you know, I'm only 5 foot, but what can I say? I'm fun-sized. Let's all have fun.
You gotta have, like, jokes prepared, because, like, you know it's coming, right?
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, this guy knows that one of the first things people notice about him is being short. So you just prepare jokes, stuff like that, right?
His big fucking reaction is to pull out his phone, point it at the guy behind the counter and go, this fucking jackass just asked me how tall I am.
Yeah, right? So...
Who the fuck do you think you are? Come on, hit me.
In the bagel shop, what is your version of what happened in that bagel shop?
Just I ordered something and she had a hard time understanding it, and then she's laughing at me and like in a very mockery kind of way. She did it a few times, let it go. Finally, I said something. Then she's kind of acting like she's denying it. And then I got upset, and the next thing you know, that's when the bullies started coming up to me.
The bullies, oh shit, man.
And the White Knight.
The White Knight.
Then as I walked out, when he finally let go of me, and I was walking out in the doorway, there's a guy that decides to get in my face, and as he's talking to me, the spit is like hitting my mouth.
Mm-hmm. Were police called to the bagel shop?
Yeah.
Did you call them, or did someone else call them?
Someone else did. I tried twice, but then I hung up under my shirt when I was pinned down. I couldn't breathe. But then I think the first guy was there for a while, but he left probably around when the cops came. The guy that attacked me was gone before the cops came. And then the third guy was in the doorway, and when the cops came, he went inside the bagel store.
Do you plan on pressing charges against the guy?
I would like to, yeah. I would absolutely like to, without a doubt.
So the bigger thing right now is that a lot of people are actually calling the authenticity of the incident into question due to other similar videos.
I just want to know where they filmed this interview. It looked like they just found him in like a back parking lot or some shit.
He's wearing the same shirt as the last interview.
Maybe they just all followed him to this car park. So, hey, it's that guy that lost his shit at the bagel place. Let's go ask him some questions.
You could use this as a platform to do.
Absolutely.
Are you going to be using it as a platform?
An enemy to nullify bullying. That's what it's for.
Bullying. I do get very annoyed at those guys that just will jump in any scenario regardless of the context just to defend the woman. I mean, alright, he's fucking in the store and he's yelling and shit like that. But he's not a threat to anyone, really.
It shits me off when I'm fine with white knights coming in, but I have an issue when the woman is wrong and these guys will just blindly defend her.
Yeah.
Even though she's legitimately wrong or
yeah, I mean,
she doesn't have the moral high ground or whatever.
You see those social experiments and shit like that where a guy is walking down the street with his missus and he's being a little bit too rough with her. And then, all these dudes and chicks just on the street will just start jumping in and saying, hey, you get the fuck off her, you get the fuck off her, whatever. Yeah, right, fair enough. Don't, especially not in public, man. Well, don't beat your woman in private, right, either.
Don't beat your woman in private.
Don't do it at all.
Words of advice.
But then they, do the opposite, right, where there's this, guy walking down the street with his missus and she's full on slapping him and hitting him down the street. Way worse than what the guy was doing to his missus.
And you can see the woman, I've seen that video, you see women and shit chuckling at him.
And everyone's just laughing.
Yeah.
He's up against the fence and she's hitting him and he's fucking in the fetal position. And there are just fucking old ladies on the bench going... yeah.
Yeah, no. It's a social double standard, but I know.
I mean, it's Yeah, alright, like, you expect guys to be, like, tougher than women and shit, and there's that kind of, like... It's, like, biologically written into men that we're just, like...
Like, you're physically stronger, yeah. So it's unlikely that a woman using her, like, arms and shit can, like, hurt a guy unless she's using a weapon, right? So, like, I think... Maybe... Okay, so they should do another social experiment, but this time have, like, a really weak, frail-looking guy, and have, like, a real buff chick, like one of those snoo ones. snoo type, like, bodybuilder chicks beat up on him. Like, just really fucking lay into him. Then see what happens, right? Would people, like, be chuckling at him, or would they kind of feel pity, or would they actually feel sad for him, right? You know, like, yeah, at what degree of, like, oh, yeah, he's a guy, he'll be fine, to what degree of, like, oh, I'm pretty sure he won't be fine, does it take for people to, like, start responding positively towards a guy, right?
Where does it cliff, right? Where do we start jumping in to defend guys against women? What if, like, how many chicks do we have to add, for example? If a guy's walking down the street with 2 chicks and they're just, like, beating on him, what if we make it less like a domestic thing? What if we have 2 chicks, like, straight up mug a guy? You know, I've seen a video...
Oh, that's tough.
You know, I've seen a video where there's a homeless guy on the side of the road and he's asleep, but he's got a little cup full of coins. And they get a guy to come past. It's all staged, of course. Guy comes past, sticks his hand in the cup, takes a handful of coins and keeps going. The guy sees that, chases after him, tackles him, and says, "Don't you fucking take money from homeless people. What's wrong with you?" But then a chick does it, like a cute, like 20-something-year-old girl, comes past, does the same thing.
Like, the chick takes the money.
Chick takes the money.
Yeah.
And then, like, some guy looks at her and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then lets her go.
Like, so, okay. There's probably, like, a certain degree of, like, the guy who's intervening probably doesn't want to get into shit. Because, alright, so... When, like, if
what's he gonna, like? Is he gonna tackle a chick and like take the money off her? Like, then what? She presses charges for like some kind of abuse
exactly,
or something.
Right. So
like,
if he tackles a guy, the courts to some degree, or at least the juries, will be kind of like, yeah, he in his heart he was trying to do a good thing, and he's a guy. You know, you get some bumps and scratches and shit, right? But it's like with a woman, it's like the jury's much more likely, or like at least men have it in their heads, that they think that people are going to judge them far more negatively for intervening with like a woman doing something wrong than a guy, right? Yeah. Like if there was like a hold up at a convenience store and so 2 guys came in and tried to rob the place, if you came in and fucking like took him out, like fucking swung a bat or something, just like knocked him out, be like, oh, he's the hero of this convenience store, right?
Yeah, right.
If 2 chicks came in, tried to steal some like makeup and snacks and like steal some money, and you like took them out, they'd just be like, yeah, man, that's probably could have just called the police or something, right?
Yeah.
But moving on from male-female double standards, I don't know if you watched this video, man, but you didn't see it the other day, like when we were talking about it. Like, I've pretty much never studied Japanese, except for like a few things I've read, but watching enough like shows that have Japanese, I just know certain phrases of like Japanese just by like listening. Konnichiwa, minasan.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new Switch video?
No.
Oh, okay, so this is fresh for you.
I know what the new system is like and everything.
Yeah.
I talked to my missus about it.
So now he's showing you older Nintendo Switch stuff that you've clearly never used and no one ever plans on using. Oh shit, from the coat pocket! You notice that's something that like old Nintendo guys do. They always just like grab like the Nintendo thing from their pockets. Like, oh, this is the Nintendo DS. This is the Game Boy Advance. It's always from the like the jacket pocket.
It's just like, check it out. It fits. It's so compact and convenient.
It's like they're saying if you go to Japan and you go like to an office full of guys, you can just reach into every guy's pocket
and they
all have like
everyone
a video
has
game.
one.
They all have a video game system in their like jacket pocket.
I get that this is kind of like replacing the 3DS now. I guess we'll keep going.
Yeah. Tell me when to pause when you want it.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, just the handheld play.
Is it smaller? It looks smaller.
Yeah, it is. Like the screen is like 0.7 inches like shorter, like smaller. It's basically just a Wii U gamepad. Oh shit. You got grey and it's like this weird yellow and turquoise thing. I don't know why they made them yellow and turquoise. They just look like really ugly pastel sort of colors, man. Did they like focus, like, because, alright, it seems like the reason why they're pricing it lower and making this, it seems to A, be targeting people who like don't have a Switch and just want a cheaper Switch to play Nintendo titles, or B, to like just get kids, right? But it's like, so did they focus group a whole bunch of kids, like ages, I don't know, like 8 to like 14, and just be like, oh, which of these colored Nintendo Switches do you like? And they all just like, oh yeah, I like yellow and green,
You know what they probably did, right? They probably just gave them a packet of crayons and just like blank white pieces of paper and just looked at the colors they used the most of and then just said, seems like kids really like yellow, grey, and turquoise.
Like, I can understand grey. Grey is just like for the sort
generic,
of like the generic gamers who just want to play it, right?
I would get yellow if it was like a Pikachu edition.
No shit, there'll be like no shit, there'll be a Pikachu edition. But it's like, why yellow and turquoise? Oh shit! Look at these ads of people using their Switches in ways that people don't actually do it. Oh, I can't wait to put a Switch in my bag without any protection as I'm going to the skate park, man.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. We're meeting up just to play Switch. Realistically, if you want to play Switch with your friends, you just join them online.
Yeah.
This will never exist, right?
Yeah.
Like, this whole premise of like meeting up to play is just like, yeah, it doesn't happen because they got online play.
I think they're trying to like appeal to like fit and active people with these ads, right?
Yeah.
To show that it's for everyone. It's not just for like fat neckbeards in their mum's basement.
You know, that's older Nintendo ads, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I mean, no one appeals to like the classic World of Warcraft looking guy.
They don't have to, I feel. Like, those sort of people just know the gaming news, right?
Yeah.
You just put a game trailer, they'll figure out the rest, right?
Trying to get the everyday kids.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
You gotta hit all the demographics here.
Yeah. Oh, man, this... Okay, so the great thing... Okay, so notice that guy has to share a Joy-Con, right? So, if you... Okay, so this is... Like, if you hate going to places, and you hate people, like, wanting to play a game with you, and it's like, hey, man, it's like, can I play too? It's like, oh, no, man, I got no more controls. Oh, you got 2 Joy-Cons, just give me 1 Joy-Con, and I'll play Mario Kart with you. And, like, for those sort of people that just don't want to deal with that, you can get the new Switch.
Yeah.
Because the Joy-Cons don't come off. You're like, sorry,
man.
yeah, I can't, like, you know, new Switch you can't take off the Joy-Cons.
It's the shit Switch.
Yeah, man. So, like, yeah, if a parent had to get a Switch for their kids, like, the kids would want this one, because that way
they don't have to share.
They don't have to share with their sibling, right? Or even that, or they have to start splitting time. It's like, oh, yeah, I'll get it for 2 hours, and then you get it for some... But yeah. Oh, Mario Kart. Yeah, like, it's totally what I want to do after I fucked up my hands by rock climbing. I still have dexterity press buttons. Have you gone rock climbing before?
A couple times.
Yeah, man. It's like, your hands will get all roughed up by, like, climbing. You don't want to be, like, holding a video game afterwards, man. Your skin's all, like, messed up and your hands all cramped.
Hey, man, you got to appeal to that rock climbing market, but...
Yeah.
You got to catch that demo.
I just paid $25 to get in here, and now I'm going to spend my time playing Switch.
Yeah. Conky donk.
Shit.
Look at the plays, man.
Oh, we drove for 5 hours to get out here in the middle of nowhere to go camping. Let's go play some Super Mario Odyssey.
Don't waste the battery, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
You can go to space with your Switch. Hey, seriously, look.
Wonder what the Wi-Fi is like up there.
If you're an astronaut in space, I'm pretty sure you can pay the extra $70 to just get a regular Switch, right? You're not that short of money if you're in space.
The Switch is for everyone, man.
Oh, Fire Emblem, Free Houses. That's coming out in like 2 weeks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
いかがでしたか Nintendo Switch に
I liked it!
Nintendo Switch Lite が仲間入りすることでさらにいろんな場所に持って行ってプレイできそう
It's
ですね
optimized for handheld play, apparently.
It's probably got a longer battery.
Nintendo
It's
Switch
not that much longer. It's like only like 20-30% longer,
Yeah.
it said. But that's supposedly because the processing speed is weaker.
Yeah.
So, like, plus like 20-30% extra isn't actually that much longer.
携帯専用ですので
Like, it takes you
テレビ
from
には
like 2 hours to like 2 hours like 30 or something. So you're not getting that much extra time. So yeah, it doesn't plug into your TV. So you can't plug it into a dock. So it's strictly just
持
handheld.
ち
Yeah.
出しやすくするためにコントローラーは本体と台型にしました方向ボタンは
It doesn't come with a kickstand as well, so you have to hold it.
Nintendo Switch Lite のコントローラーは
If you're not pulling out Joy-Cons, there's not really any reason to kickstand it.
Yeah, true. No, the HD Rumble and the IR camera. Oh
ジョイコン
no.
だけで操作するゲームソフト
Oh shit, you can't play 1-2 Switch with it.
ワンツースイッチをプレイするには別途ジョイコンが必要になります Nintendo
Was 1-2 Switch like a pack-in title for your Switch? Like when you bought a Switch?
I don't have 1-2 Switch.
Okay, yeah. Because like I feel that 1-2 Switch was kind of like the Wii Sports of like
Oh, totally.
yeah. So like in Wii Sports like sold out like massively and like appealed to a wide market and shit. But like 1-2 Switch is just like nothing. Like nothing came out of it ever.
Oh, I wasn't interested
Switch
in it.
Lite は
I played the shit out of Wii Sports.
すべての Nintendo Switch のゲームがプレイできます
You can only play games that are like compatible with handheld mode. What does that even mean, right? So does that mean that there potentially might be like a super intensive game that can just be like only docked mode, and then like people who bought Nintendo Switch Lite, they're just fucked, right?
ゲームソフトのパッケージの裏面には携帯モード対応を示す表示があります
Like, see, here's the thing, right? When you look at the back of a box of a game, you're never looking at this shit, right? You're always looking at the pictures and like some like spiel about, oh yeah, join Mario on his greatest adventure yet or some shit, right? But you never read this shit. Like, it's only when you like really stop to look at it, it's like, oh, okay, so that means it's like 1 or 2 players and stuff, right? No one ever looks at it. Just like no one ever looks at the ESRB rating at the bottom of front, anyways.
Yeah.
It's like, do I want to buy this game? Cool, I'll buy it. Oh, graphical violent, mild drug usage. Pff, okay.
ここですこのように
I guarantee you, they're going to be a whole bunch of people just like annoyed when some new like big Switch game is going to come out and it's not compatible with Switch Lite.
ご覧いただき
It's just going to shit a lot of people off.
Nintendo Switch の新しい仲間 Nintendo Switch Lite より持ち出しやすく携帯専用として登場します皆様のお好みのプレイスタイルに合わせ
It's
て
always more fun to have
Nintendo
options.
Switch の遊びの世界に新たに選ぶ楽しみが増えます
So
発売予定日はこの通りです発売までは
It's still going.
yeah,
I guess it's the thing that's going to replace the 3DS.
yeah, man.
So there's not going to be any more like 3DS titles or 3DS consoles coming out. Part of me is kind of sad that the whole 2-screen thing is going away.
2-screen gimmick, yeah.
Yeah, because I quite like that gimmick, and but I guess the like trade-off that is actually pretty good is that now there aren't separate titles for like the Wii and the 3DS. Now they're all the same thing, so
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
probably use the same cartridge in your Switch as you would the Switch Lite. But at the same time, why would you get a Switch Lite if you have a Switch?
Well, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Like, there's nothing that the Switch Lite does better than the Switch, other than just having slightly extra like performance on handheld mode, right? But so they said the price is going to be 200 USD. So like the regular Switch is like 300 USD, I think, and then this Switch is like 200 USD.
Yeah.
But if you look at Australia, EB Games has their pre-orders available right now for, I think it's $340. Whereas just like, and they also got a special one right now where just like a regular Switch is $400. So it's like, oh yeah, cool. Like Switch Lite for $330 versus like, oh, regular Switch for $400. Just pay, I was seriously considering getting a Switch the other day. Just pay the extra $70 because like I was waiting for like a new Switch, like a Switch extra or something. But like this shit is just like, oh, it's a downgrade. Okay, I'll just get like a regular Switch now, right?
Yeah, I guess it's the equivalent of it's more the equivalent of introducing the 2DS than it is the 3DS. Yeah. Because like really, like why would you buy this if you already have a Switch?
For the directional control pad.
Because the thing about owning a Wii U or a Wii and then buying Nintendo's handheld, like there are different titles on the handheld that you can't get on the Wii, or you also like the Wii isn't portable. That's why you got the 3DS. But when they introduced the Switch, they kind of combined both things and said, well, you can dock it or you can take it. So I feel like Nintendo combined those two markets, but then just released a shittier, cheaper version.
Yeah, it's like the one you get.
I don't think they really get overall more sales in the end.
Oh, like
because not a lot of people are going to own both.
Yeah,
but all of us who were played Nintendo games, we owned a 3DS and we owned the Wii.
Like this isn't going to increase their sales, but it's supposed to be a lower price point.
Yeah.
For people who just really want to play these games but don't want to invest the same amount, so they don't value the console that much.
Yeah.
So they just cut out like certain system equipment to like make it cheaper. And so, like also hit the young kids market, man. Although like, look, I'd be okay with just like selling like with a kid having a 2DS because it's like the small portable thing, right? But like, I wouldn't spend that much money on just like a kid's play thing. Like to give to an 8-year-old or some shit, right?
Well, how much was a 2DS when that was coming out compared to a 3DS?
I think it was like 180, 200 USD or some shit.
Yeah.
So like, actually, it's like about similar price to that, to be honest.
But like, so the 2DS was just like that door wedge shape.
Yeah.
It didn't have like the folding mechanism.
Until they made the new 2DSs.
The new 2DSs, yeah. So like,
those are pretty sweet.
I'm tempted to say that like the 2DS is more robust in that it's just one solid piece of plastic.
Yeah.
And so it's harder for a kid to break that.
Yeah, true. Those kids broke those like DS hinges a lot.
Yeah. But also like, I think kids would break the Joy-Cons pretty easy. My missus broke her Joy-Con. And she's like, got the brain of a 6-year-old.
Makes sense.
It was just a joke, by the way, guys.
Don't worry.
She doesn't watch my videos.
Yeah, she doesn't watch yet, so we're all good. We're all good.
So she stole my fucking Joy-Con. So now I've got her shit one in my Switch.
Like, yeah. But I'm glad that this announcement came out, because now I can just very wholeheartedly just buy a Switch. Like, but then again, like, I don't know if I want to spend like $400, like, even though it's a good deal, $400 just to buy a piece of equipment, just so I can spend more money on games.
You've got the spare dock in there.
Yeah.
So you could set up your own dock in here.
Yeah, but if I have a dock here, why would I go to like the TV?
If I'm over.
Yeah, okay.
And we're just like couch playing or shit like that.
Okay, yeah. So I can sit in my room here with my Switch and my dock, and then you can switch out there with a different Switch on your dock, and we can play multiplayer. But like not even like handheld multiplayer. So we just both got TVs with a dock. But yeah.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough.
Cool. Next video. You picked this one apparently.
Okay, so we don't have to watch the entire thing.
Where do you want to start?
It's like 7 minutes. So these two clowns, like I watched a video that was like talking about this earlier today, and I thought it was pretty funny. So these are two like competitive players in Mortal Kombat. Combo Breaker was something like a month ago now, or like 3 to 4 weeks ago, and one of these guys ended up winning.
Do we want to jump to the end, or like?
they have some like Twitter beef going on.
Yep.
We should probably skip the fighting because our video might get restricted or some shit.
Oh yeah, we're gonna lose all that monetization.
Yeah, right. So they're just playing a fun little game of Scorpion versus Sub-Zero, and the guy, bring it back a bit. So pause it here. Alright, so, oh my god.
Oh, you fucked it up. Okay, scroll up.
No, it's gone. Alright, so these fucking guys had like a Twitter like beef, like they were talking shit, and then this fucking guy just like rolled him with Sub-Zero, and now he fucking goes and does this shit.
That's right, there's a beef these guys. Let me explain this.
Look at this fucking guy.
Buffalo beat Ninja Killer, right? Scar, he went on Twitter, he was like holy crap.
He just flips him the bird.
This is only because
Like-
he went to first to 2. He was basically implying that if this was first to 3, Buffalo would not have beaten Ninja Killer, right? Buffalo, he was in there, he was like, why are you talking shit about me? Why are you doing this? And
Like, okay. Like, so there's one thing I admire with with the rap scene is like they're really good with their bringing the hype and their pop-offs. Like when someone says something sick, everyone's like, ooh, like I don't know how to fucking do it, but they do it at this like hype and it seems cool, man. You want to be a part of that epic sting, right?
Yeah.
But when he did it, you're just like, I kind of feel sad for both of them. Like one guy, like he has to take it because he lost, and the other guy's just like, you look like a tool when you do it, man.
Bad.
There's definitely ways he could have done it to be like, oh yeah, I just owned you, man.
I just think it's extra funny because he's got that typical like fucking World of Warcraft like basement gamer look as well, coming up against like
kind of trendy.
So like he's like this trendy. He looks like one of those cool rap guys.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
And he's
yeah,
and he's
just
like
hair's in the way.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of we should have played that after the bagel guy.
Yeah, man.
Because it's like that bagel guy kind of overreaction. Because he feels like, if we want to fucking spin a narrative here, like these guys have been like criticizing him all his life because he's fat and he looks like a typical nerd. And he's trying to be a good player, but everyone keeps shitting on him. Like now he finally got his day, and he's just fucking going
losing
all
his
out.
Shit, yeah. Like we clearly we obviously don't know about their personal lives
don't
and
know
shit,
anything.
but you know, there's a degree of like this guy probably seems single or he doesn't seem very attractive to women, and since like. There's just that extra bottled up
so much.
That bottled up extra male tension of like,
right.
oh, I can't get no bitches, but I can make you my bitch in Mortal Kombat.
Dude, at a fucking public event like that, why would you if you're like, that's like, if you're playing a game at home and no one's listening and you just like rage out to yourself, because people don't really do that when they're in groups, they don't just start fucking losing their shit. And you don't do that when you're over your friend's house, like gaming or whatever. So, God, it's like, it seems like such a huge social faux pas.
Yeah, man.
Just like, it's just like no one wants to be around you. Full of Sonic Fox and his boys are like, fuck dude, let's get out of here. Fuck dude, let's get out of here.
He's not wearing his furry hat.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Where's his furry gear?
Keep watching the video, or is that it?
That's pretty much it.
Okay. Cool. Alright, next video. Got one with Jontron. Do you watch Jontron stuff?
Yeah, I keep up to date. I think I've seen this one too.
I would never make video game videos.
I love that it's a TV.
I'm trying to follow like what I think is funny, what I think will be relevant, and people will enjoy. That was.
Alright, here we go. Yeah.
So the Notre Dame Cathedral one, where I uploaded the
like,
first back part.
I kind of wanted to like target just like how things fuck up, like right before you upload the video.
Uploading it, I like went to Twitter and was like, oh, Notre Dame is. No, I was like, this gothic ass building has been standing in France for like 1,000 years, but it's gotta come down today when I'm uploading.
How shit
Dame
luck would that be?
of which how
Because you
many
know
of
that,
them are
like, the
there
Notre
out
Dame.
there? Some great memes came out of that. Can we just look at? I'm gonna look up the Jontron Notre Dame memes because I honestly, I at first I was like sweating a little bit. I've got a hunch that this may be inappropriate today when you fuck up at work. Hey, comedy plus tragedy equals time. You know? Wait. That's not how it goes. Tragedy plus comedy equals time.
It's the same thing.
You know what I mean. Now, another stroke of luck was.
I'm pretty sure it's
Simpson.
tragedy
At one
plus
point, we actually
time
did
is
plan to
comedy?
release the actual
Tragedy
video
and
on
timing
VHS
is comedy.
version. We did
Yeah.
sell it, but we just didn't do it. We just put it in the video like
Yeah,
that.
this one.
But also, it was supposed to be like a real workout tape at a certain point. Like I was actually vlogging at a certain point. Maybe I'll release it one day. Oh shit! Oh,
Dude, wouldn't you like to be that fucking squirrel?
Look at him go.
Oh my god! There really was a squirrel in here.
Is this fucking iDubbbz?
Simpson bit we found a year ago. Nobody was talking about OJ then. He might have even still been in jail from the Las Vegas thing. Then 2 weeks before we're set to release this thing, OJ comes back to Twitter, and just like the Notre Dame thing, we're like, "Are you serious?" We had to work it in. Oh, just so you know, one of my major social
Twitter
media
world,
channels
it's
that I'm
yours
using
truly.
now is my Instagram. And I hadn't used it for a long time, but I picked up, like, I think, like, December of 2018, I started to really use it. I only had, like...
Yeah, that's kind of the main thing I wanted to sort of like touch upon. Was like just the fact that, like, 'cause, yeah, I saw that OJ video as well, and it's just like, oh shit, we planned this video ages ago. It just so happens to be it's just like all this shit when we put it up, just some shit happens that just always like coincidentally like is convenient,
I mean,
right?
Fuck, man. Some shit just comes out of nowhere. The fuck OJ Simpson, man.
But I do like that Jontron's making videos again, even though they're not gaming related.
Yeah, I don't mind. Like, he's a funny guy. I like his videos.
Okay.
And he's been pretty good about uploading lately.
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy how he can go such a long time without uploading anything. And the second he uploads, doesn't matter if it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, everyone comes back.
He's got some like really polished content, man. Like, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a dedicated fan base.
All right, now we've got a Smosh video.
Thanks, Batman.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow, I can't believe we met Batman.
You didn't. That's just the guy dressed up as Batman.
You don't know what Batman looks like with the mask off. That's probably him.
Dude, Batman is a fictional character. You know that, right?
I'm really bored.
No, he's not. We just met him.
No, you didn't.
Then how do I have this photo with Batman?
Well, that's not Batman. That's why.
Why would you be at Comic-Con if you don't know what Batman looks like?
That's not how it... Look, there's a second Batman. Explain that one, dingus.
Oh my god. We saw 2 Batmans today. This place is crazy. Oh my god. Oh, hey, your stuff.
Every convention ever.
Like, that's like because I've been to a lot of conventions. We've both been to a lot of conventions. It's like you go to these events and you always see these people like, oh yeah, can I take a photo with you and shit? And it's like, it kind of makes me feel that yeah, these are just like people that have a costume. You're not meeting a celebrity or anything. Like, so I don't know why people get as excited of like taking a picture with a cosplayer, right? It's when you like actually now when I think about it, it's actually it must be kind of creepy for the cosplayer as well. Just like yeah, I'm totally cool with you taking a picture of my costume and shit, but like, why do you want to stand next to me? I don't want like me just like photos with like a whole bunch of like 500 random people over the weekend, right? But yeah.
Oh my gosh, Shane, thank you so much. This is like a dream come true. You got it, homie. Keep chasing your dreams.
Dude, Shane, I have always wanted to meet you, man. Can I take a picture?
Those guys.
You got it, homie. Keep chasing your dreams.
Oh my god, Shane! I'm your biggest fan! I've always wondered, where are you from?
You got it, homie. Keep chasing your dreams.
Shane, the meet and greet ended like 2 hours ago. We're all at lunch. You want to just come with?
You got it, homie. Keep chasing your dreams.
Man,
You got it, homie.
you must meet some really weird people when you become a celebrity.
You got it,
Yeah.
homie.
Like, It's not even like a regular
cosplayers here. This is accounting con.
accounting con. Gonna put it out there. There actually are kind of accounting conferences.
Well,
but they're not really
like an expo.
Yeah, okay, sorry. they're more conferences, not conventions. But they do meet up and talk about a whole bunch of accounting bullshit.
Yeah.
And like accounting products that can make your accounting business cutting edge. They legit do have those, man.
Oh, cool. Man, some of these costumes are awesome. Yeah, cosplay girls are hot. I want to touch one.
Don't be a creep. Costumes are not an invitation to be harassed by a stranger. Ooh, what's up, sexy hollow chest? Damn.
Hi.
Slut?
So excited for TanaCon 2019.
Just more of that double standard, man.
Hey, do you boys want to demo our new VR headsets? Oh, it's like they've never even seen a pretty girl before.
Whoa! Look at that headset!
I don't get this, to be honest.
Oh!
I don't know. The nerds are more excited about the tech than the girl.
Oh, is that what it's
I'm
about?
only going
Okay.
after my exclusives this year.
I don't know, like, I've tried VR. It's like, okay, I tried VR really early on, and like, I honestly, it was like pretty fucking sweet, man.
Isn't that the convention that you were in the parking lot all day and you got sunburned? And
Like,
you got free
I remember at the first PAX Australia in Australia, I got to try out VR in like the first year of Oculus, and it just blew my fucking mind, man.
I've still never tried it.
Oh no, your bank account got hacked. What? Ow! I'm already sunburned! Oh my god, honey! But I guess we learned our lesson too! Oh, so TanaCon 2 is cancelled, but TanaCon 3 tickets just went on sale. Can I go, Mom? Please? She's learned her lesson, I promise. I can't wait for ConventionCon. It's a convention about conventions.
Wow.
Adult con?
Zane Thick Dick, I'm a huge fan of your films. It's always nice to be the fan of my pornos.
Oh, well, I'm not even a fan of the sex stuff. I fast forward right through it. I just really like your acting.
Alright. His name was Thick Dick. He's like the complete opposite. This is not every convention ever, man. It's just like that one there was fucking Bizarro World where you fast forward through the porn and watch the story or some shit.
Oh, I can't wait till my meet and greet with a fake Hulk.
Gus Johnson? You're awesome, bro!
Excuse me? You're gonna have to pay for that. But I didn't even take a photo with him. Well, you looked at Gus, you breathed near him, and then he also smiled back at you, so that's gonna run you about $200.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
This fucking Chris Rock looking mother trucker.
Yeah, and
He's one of the
stickers,
Smosh guys, I think.
Double XL t-shirt and a dog toy.
That'll do.
Oh, pins.
They like-
only 1,000.
Like, that's something that kind of annoys me. Like, when they do bring a celebrity in, they charge you so much for like a photo and autograph and shit, man. Like, yeah. So I remember like a whole bunch of like people at Supernova when I used to volunteer for that, and like some of the big stars they got, it was just like $60-$80 just to take a photo. I remember the year that they got like Stan Lee to come in, and like I forget what year it was. It must have been like 2016 or some shit. I mean, no, earlier, 2014. And it was like pretty much Stan Lee's like last Australian visit ever, and they were charging I think $125 to have a photo of him, man. It's like oh, and then
I'd never do that.
doesn't come with an autograph either.
Wow.
So you had to pay like I think it was another $40 or some shit to get it autographed as well, man. Like, holy shit! This is like just like the money's like snap, just like hundreds of dollars, right? But I guess like they would have had to pay Stanley a lot to get him here, and then they also would have had to fly him like first class, like 5-star hotel and everything, right? But still, yeah. Oh man.
When are these made?
Okay, how long did it take you to make this costume?
3 months, dude. It was a lot of work, but I think it was absolutely worth it to look. Oh, god damn it! That dude's costume is way better than mine.
It's not a competition. Yours is still great.
Yes. Wow. This one. Good. This one.
What a dick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you got it, homie. Hug.
Oh, it's all bloopers now.
Your character development.
Okay. Next video.
Yep.
This one's a movie trailer.
Oh no. Oh.
Final movie trailer before the movie releases. No, I'm not a massive fan of Fast and Furious, but I love Statham and Rock, man. I legit think this is going to be a pretty good movie. What the fuck is... Look at this shit, man! Holes on the back of the motorcycle to, like, go underneath the truck.
Whoa.
Idris Elba's
Whoa.
actually a really good, like, actor as well.
Yeah. I was not expecting Idris Elba. I challenge you to dance off.
Billions of people will die. Your sister is one of the toughest, baddest, most capable women I've ever encountered. No one could do it better. My kind of girl. I see what you're doing. You think I'm stupid? Of course I think you're stupid.
Oh, H to the OP. Singing loud. On the table, was like an explain that's fly on ice. Never claimed I had wings on.
Like, there's like car action, but there's like they're action heroes as well. Whereas, like in Fast and Furious movies, they didn't have as many stunts. It was all like just car driving shit. Oh. We got Samoan 4 in Samoa.
What the fuck?
I'm like Superman. Here comes a kryptonite.
Well, I never give up.
Oh, the fucking family. Fucking.
The family motif, yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
They hooked the tow truck to a helicopter, and apparently a helicopter is strong enough to lift like 5 cars.
What'd they call it? Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. So yeah, keen to watch that one.
Okay.
But FriendlyJordies watch!
Oh, yeah. I've been. Have you seen this one?
No, I haven't.
Okay, because I've been actually like saving FriendlyJordies videos just
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
podcast now. Yeah, go ahead.
It is not for drinking.
Not for drinking.
It should only be used for sentimental purposes.
Well, then why'd you put a lid on it? You knew what would happen as soon as you bottled this. Someone was obviously going to drink it for views. I'm not made of stone.
Oh, don't tell me he drinks it.
I don't know. I haven't watched this video.
This is more profound than reading Nietzsche. This gave me an existential crisis. I realised the closest I will ever get to being Neil Armstrong walking on the moon is being the first man on Earth to drink some gamer girl's bathwater.
I think someone got herpes drinking her bathwater.
Yeah.
Spirits, Belle. We were meant to be.
Whoa, what?
You haven't seen that? He rubs a fucking squid on him. He eats a raw squid.
My social media manager and one of the writers for FriendlyJordies, who's 19, and I think I also pay him just to ruin my life.
Oh, so he does have
Always
writers.
getting in fights
Yeah.
with large organisations that I did not ask him to get in a fight with. But anyway, obviously, he clearly knows who Belle Delphine is, little hentai nerd. Instantly press the button. So good on you, Christo, you little animated weed, for being in the know. Characterised what? Anime. I've never seen anime. characterized as a hentai nerd.
Nothing Japanese.
Nothing Japanese. Alright, you heard it here first. Apparently Christo's perfectly fine with being characterized as a racist, anime nerd, bit too far. Just, it's got the creepiest line I've ever seen in my life. Smelling it. Right,
I just
here we go.
Don't.
like I kind of like look. This isn't in a sexual way or anything, but I kind of would like to know what the water smells like. Like,
Just smell like soapy water.
is it like just like scented soapy water, right?
It just smell like soapy water. I don't want to watch him drink fucking bath water, man. That's so gross. Keep going.
Do you think, like, if you... No, okay.
This really is a point. Can you imagine if that was someone's job, that this becomes a trend and all cosplayers start doing it? So some fat nerd starts up some wine-smelling...
Is there shit at the bottom of it?
Alright, I'm gonna put it out there. Right? No matter how hard I sell out, we're not gonna be that guy.
I can't. I literally can't.
Actually, no. Depends on the money.
No, I would not.
No way, because the water is expensive to get in the first place, so you're not making that much margin, even if you do have, like... No, okay, we're definitely not going to be those guys. We're the super sellout podcast, but we're not that sellout.
That would be the mega sellout podcast.
Maximum sellout.
Shut up! Just tell me! Well, let's put it this way. Smells better than mine would. Coincidentally, I'm going to be starting up my own website soon where I'll be selling my own piece under the name Essence de Jordies. Or, as David Girl said, sentimental purposes only. Or if you're a Chinese farmer for spiritual virility. There you go, that's an alternative to a tiger's cock. Either way, we're going to be selling it in a water bottle. Anyway, before we get to the main show, I'll just be trying to ruin as many people's favourite movie as possible by repeating the classic line from Your Name. Please make me a handsome Tokyo boy in my next life. In Japanese, the way I did it translated for me, but Bill plays anime characters so much we can only assume that her skin cells are of the spirit of Japan, and that by drinking it we'll be magically teleported to Tokyo because flying with Jetstar. Anyway, my super ego is kicking in and telling me that this was a terrible idea to have this filmed, and even worse to agree with it in the first place. So before my conscience takes the better of me, down the hatch, eh?
Alright, just, okay, if he does drink it, do you think he actually drank the water, or do you think...
I'm finishing this before I see him drink the gross water.
Alright. Do you think, for the purposes of this video, he just poured the water out, and, like, cleaned the shit out, and just poured regular water in it? That's what you would do if you were recording this video, right?
I have a little confession to make. I have seen this one.
Alright, don't spoil it for me.
Wait. We're supposed to say the line first. Alright. Yep. It tasted a bit very soapy.
So soapy. Like, you probably shouldn't even been drinking it just because there's soap at the very least, okay? At the very least, just because there's soap, right? It's like, alright. Let alone just, like, the sweat of the person's body. That's not going to necessarily kill you. But the soap is definitely not good for you.
Anyway, I'm feeling it. I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so.
You know, the funny thing is, he might see this as the low point of his career, but this video is probably going to be one of his highest viewed videos of all time. What the fuck is this?
They will definitely say this. Anyway,
This shirt just goes so fucking fucking low.
Oh, it's so much worse on the second viewing.
Anyway, that's a wrap, is it? Is that good? What do you mean? Of course I was going to drink What? Yes, so? What? What did you think we were filming today then?
You know, it doesn't deliver that quickly. Like,
what does that mean?
Belle Delphine's water doesn't come in that quickly.
Why not?
She only released it a few days ago. That's not a water.
Oh, okay. Well, that's better then, isn't it? So what, you just put water in it. This is nice.
Oh.
Well, I don't really give a
No.
So it's just a fake video.
No.
Oh! That's so much worse. Oh! 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 Oh!
Please share and comment below. Comment.
That's so much worse. Like,
Why did they
like-
film him in the bar?
they like,
Dude, it's so much worse on a second viewing because you know it's his fucking stinky ass feet water.
they punch you in the nuts from him drinking the water. And then they fucking, I don't know, knee you in the balls again when it's like, oh, it's a dude's water. You're like, oh, fuck, man.
It's not even the cute gamer girl water.
Yeah, right? Like,
It's so fucking... I really hope Belle Delphine sees that because I reckon she'd get the biggest fucking kick of her life. She fucking lives for this shit, man.
I don't know if she does, man. But at the very least, she's just milking it for all the views and the
I
money,
can't
man.
believe you haven't seen him eat the raw squid, though. Dude, my face hurts.
Well,
I tense my face up so much watching that shit, it actually hurts.
more FriendlyJordies time.
Alright.
Actually, like, interestingly enough, this is all loops into a lot of the topics that we've been speaking about tonight. If I, like, actually paid attention and organized all these videos, a lot of these topics actually would have just come at the same time.
Yeah.
So this is...
The selling point of Americana is now the primo destination for all sectors of society that fall into the broad societal net known as degenerate cunts. Greasy Neanderthals yelling at polite immigrants studying
This,
chemistry to
man.
serve them condensed guts. Oh yeah, it's that time.
Give me the shit of Philip okay, with that fried or grilled.
Chicken better slightly, bruh. She's tuning.
My apologies, sir, but you have to do it fried or grilled.
I can't kill a cow.
The fuck?
That's my fish fillet. Dirk, can you please
The fuck's
refrain
going on?
from biting the customer?
You're actually pretty hot for a fucking bitch that works at Mecca's.
Thank you, sir, but you still have to choose fried or grilled for the chicken.
Hey, did you hear me? I said you've got mad DSLs. Mecca's after one is in every possible way.
What the fuck's going on?
What's DSL, do you know?
No, I don't.
Okay.
The exact opposite of a library. They're centered a moron, pulling up to the drive-thru despite the fact they're hammered and slurring.
Hey, have you guys got anything that doesn't taste like shit?
Good evening, welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
You one second, mate. You hear the Knights are playing the Dragon, Schmitty? Fuck yeah, Dragon, we gotta fucking pound you, dog.
I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. The Knights are gonna fuck the Dragons up.
8 minutes later.
Oh, sport, Dragon, so fuck.
This ball cap is so shit.
I know, right?
He doesn't even trying.
6 minutes later.
Give us one of them, one cheeseburger and... Actually, you know what, fuck it, give us a McGangbang.
Secret menu.
Gangbang.
No, that's not all shit for brains. Got any of them fucking fudge pies?
No, they finished 6 months ago.
That's fucking bullshit, mate. Why'd you do that?
Not gonna lie. First half of it where he's just talking for ages, I've never seen that happen. But so many times, you just like go up to windows, like, hey, you got this, and they're like, oh no, the offer's gone. The worst is like the offer's gone because it was like a February thing. And it's just like 2 days ago.
Are you asking why I personally didn't keep the chocolate fudge pie on the menu?
There's no one else here, is there, Brainiac?
Yeah, why'd you fucking do it?
Because it's not my company.
So? You work here, don't you?
Yeah, but...
Hey?
Well...
Hey?
I...
Hey?
Can you please just move on for the other customers?
Oh, I'm moving, don't you worry. But not because you want me to, mate. I'm moving because I want to.
This is just like a parking lot as
I
well.
know.
I'm sure, right?
Fuck Newcastle. I bleed red and white, cunt.
How is it at all societally healthy to allow the most annoying shits on the planet to congregate in one place so they can play extremely unimpressive mind games with teenagers who have to act like they have a modicum of authority,
Whoa.
despite the fact they're visibly terrified?
Wow.
Have you, because...
I've never seen.
You never seen this shit?
No.
Okay, because, like, I've said before, I don't know on the podcast or whatever, but, on Friday nights, at my university, we'd have, like, the gaming club, and we'd, like, stay up until, like, 2 or 3 a.m. playing video games.
This is where you got the Grand J name.
Yeah. So afterwards, we would always go to McDonald's, and it would be, like, 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes a little bit later, sometimes a little bit earlier. So, yeah, usually if it's, like, anytime from, like, 1 to 4, we would, like, go get food. If it's, like, later than 5:30 or something, we get breakfast, actually, because the breakfast menu's open. Yeah. All right? But, yeah, so many times when we went there, because it's a Friday night as well, so you have all these, like, bums from, like, Surfers Paradise also coming to this McDonald's, and we just got to see all these drunk delinquents, like, doing shit, like, starting fights, or so many times food was thrown, man. Like, so many times people just get, like, an ice cream, just fucking peg it at shit, just to see it splatter on shit.
I like that you use the word pegged.
For you guys who aren't sure, go watch our last podcast.
I think so.
Yeah, last podcast to get the context about pegging.
I was thinking about that word too recently, and he was describing pegging as throwing something with all of your might. And I was thinking about how we never use the word peg in school. We use the word piff in school.
I've never heard that shit, man.
Yeah, we used to say, oh, you would piff something at someone, and that was the same thing. You'd throw something with all of your might. You know, it's just something like, just a little continuation from last week, talking about pegging. Yeah, pegging's never been about fucking throwing something really hard. It was always hanging up your fucking clothes, or, you know, the other one.
It's so, like, okay, like in my state growing up, we said peg, like, we said, like, peg shit, yeah. What's up with you and your whole, like, you're so caught up with, like, the chick fucking the dude with the strap on. Why are you so caught up on that with the pegging thing, man?
Because I've never heard anyone use pegging described in that way. It was really weird to me. And no one's ever used the word pegging until I found out what that was.
Please stop playing handball with the Christmas decorations. Why? You're not hurting anyone. Because that's not your property and you're destroying them. Why do you care? You didn't pay for them.
Was that just a tennis ball that they just put sounds to?
Yep.
Like,
they're pretty low budget here at FriendlyJordies.
Fuck off! They're just playing! Well, if you little bitches want to tip, the chicken bites are pretty choice, eh? Well, you guys are
Love the fucking
New Zealander.
Yeah. Wait, can I take a selfie with you? No. Yeah, you little bitches are alright. Look like you got good pussies. Look at the cops. Oh, you nice shorts, bro. Stylish. Fucking pigs. If we would have cut their fucking heads off. No one would have said shit because it's my area. It's the kind of fucking chief I am.
For those who want to punch on, but are too poor to afford a PCYC membership.
That was the whole video.
yeah, man. Now,
Not really much to talk about there.
this final.
Oh, by the way, he is coming back to Melbourne, and I did get a free ticket.
Oh, awesome! We'll go harass him, and
But they only gave me one.
yeah,
But I can get another one for you.
That's fine. We'll go to his
It's
show.
2 days after we come back from, like, Singapore.
Don't tell people that. Then people think we're gay. We're not gay.
We're not gay.
I just happened to be going to Singapore, and he was going to Singapore at the same time as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can go to FriendlyJordies' show and then live stream our reactions to his show. No, we'll definitely do a review of his show though.
Sure.
And then
yeah.
we'll link it to him. and then it will blow up because he'll share it.
Yeah, man.
This it's all strategy. It's all strategy. But as for the final video, I'm gonna give you guys some context. When Jack and I, like, whenever Jack's over and we're like eating dinner and stuff, we watch TV. And a lot of times when we used to watch TV, especially after we finished playing cards, there's like nothing on except for infomercials. So now I'm gonna incorporate that because it's hilarious. A whole bunch of late night like sitcoms will be on, and it seems like when we're channel surfing, we always somehow manage to go back, end up on the infomercials. So I actually looked this up to see like how many infomercials there are on the internet, and there's a ton on YouTube. So I'm gonna try to end every podcast off with us just watching an infomercial. So enjoy this one.
Hi, it's Vince with Crank Chop, the chopper that's gonna chop all your food. In
Vince is back.
I don't know if it's new, but
nah, I got his tongue bit off.
Oh, really? Shit. Wait, that was actually a thing?
I didn't get bitten off
because I heard like
he was fucking a hooker, and while they were making out, she started biting down really hard on his
heard
tongue.
about that. Yeah.
So he beat the shit out of her, and then he went to jail.
Oh shit! Okay, because like there was that College Humor video about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was legit. Oh shit, man. Fuck. Okay, let's go back. To
I haven't seen the Crank Chop, so I don't
let's-
actually know if this is new or not. Like I've seen the Slap Chop.
Yeah, this
You're
is
gonna be slapping your troubles away with the Slap Chop.
This is just
it's like a chamois. It's like a towel.
This is just like a Beyblade in a box.
3 seconds and you're done. For a perfect omelet every time. Cabbage, 1.
Fucking let it rip!
Wow, it's like a mechanical blender.
Look at that.
Yeah, man.
$400 food processor like a jigsaw puzzle. It's like too bulky. Where the heck are you ever gonna put this thing?
He just fucking chucks it out the window.
You cranks and you'll have the best homemade salsa. Think healthy. Add carrot, feta cheese, cranberries, a few pulls. Look at that. You're gonna eat.
That seems too fast.
What you want to do. Each crank is like having 24 knives.
I feel that it's really probably going to be real easy to just break the string.
Or something.
It's like you just pull it too hard and you just fucking. Oh, actually, you missed the fucking joke.
Eat knives, chopping your food. Even meats. Add some mayonnaise for chicken salad. Berries for jam or yogurt. Vegetables for stir fry. Oh, me so hungry. Avocado.
It's like, when he talks about Chinese food, he's like, oh, me so hungry.
So casually racist.
Here's the grand finale. Onions. Close the lid, pull the crank. There you go. Your life just got easy. And you'll chop everything from celery to garlic to tomatoes for soups, stews, and sauces. You're gonna love it.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. This is so easy. I love it. And I haven't broken
She's got the fucked up hand as well.
I'm a plumber. I need to get out of the house quick in the morning. The crank chop but you'll also get the food topper. Place the food inside, twist, and you have eggs for great toppings on salads.
Grated egg.
Unlike the metal.
How come they gotta grate everything, man?
I don't know.
What's the problem with just putting an egg on your fucking food, man? It's gotta grate it to put it on my salad, right?
But it's just like it's exactly the same as the fucking Slap Chop. I don't know if you've seen the Slap Chop, but it's like the Slap Chop's way smaller.
Nah, so Slap Chop cuts and dices. This is fucking chop and slice.
Yeah, but
it's totally different, man.
But then he sold the Grady with the Slap Chop.
Oh yeah,
and that's exactly the same
as the Grady. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man.
Great, and we all know who makes this, right? Put crackers in for chicken or fish, or any kind of nuts for great dessert toppings. And if you call now, you'll get the food top for free. Just pay for processing. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-787-0611.
Well, I'm not gonna give them any free advertisement.
We are right now.
Okay, I guess.
870611.
I don't know why I just started playing it again. Holy shit! Oh man, what was that?
That was a peeler, but it stores the peelings in the tube.
It's a mystery for next time.
Yeah,
but yeah, so that's infomercial of the week. This week, the
I need
crank
to
chop.
look this shit up. Is Vince back?
No, I think this is an old video, man. This isn't a new video. I just went down the list. So I figure I'd start with.
Because I thought I saw all the Vince from ShamWow infomercials.
Oh man, there's so many. All right.
Hi, it's Vince from ShamWow. You're gonna be saying "wow" every time you use this towel.
I found a lot, man. So every week, just new infomercial we're gonna shit on or joke about.
God.
Oh, dude, like especially when I start we started today with just like iconic one with the Vince, but there's so many where you just see people just like are so inept with basic life tasks. It's like, oh, what if I could do with my hands? Yeah. And she see them like, yeah, see them fuck up at life. But yeah. Anyways, that's the end.
Wow, we made it.
Yeah, how long was that?
An hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, cool. We might cut some of it out, depending on how it goes.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, thanks a lot for watching, guys.
It was the Super Sellout Podcast.
Episode 5. Great job. Let us know in the comment section below if you like this format as well. And if you have any funny videos, especially if they're new stuff, like link them to us and we may put them in the show and put your comment up on screen or something. But just subscribe, do anything, man. Just don't just watch a video. Actually, watch a video as well, but everything you can do will help out a lot. Let FriendlyJordies know if you guys know him as well. Let him link him our stuff.
He has a copy of my book.
But yeah, now we're actually done.
Okay.
Great job. Fade to black.